Viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Linear Ocean Learning channel on transformation of sentences according to structure. It's part 2, from simple to complex and from simple to compound. Today my video is on rule 16, a simple sentence with n, that is noun, plus present participle or past participle. Example 1. I lived in a cabin belonging to the orphanage. Here, dear viewers, here a cabin, it's a noun. This is a noun phrase, and this is belonging. This one is in present participle. Now, if we want to put it into complex sentence, we have to follow a structure. Viewers, I would like to let you know that you don't have to know or memorize the structures, but simply practice, go through the structures, and I hope you will understand them. Complex sentence. Complex subject plus up to present participle, present participle, here present participle is belonging, then subject is I, and up to present participle means I lived in a cabin. Then relative pronoun RP following the noun, a cabin, plus V, that is verb, IPO, PP, let it be present participle, this present participle PP, according to sequence of tense, ASOT, according to sequence of tense of the sentence, plus extension. If we follow the structure, then the complex sentence will be, but before that, I would like to elaborate some abbreviations that I have used in my structure. Here, S means subject, RP means relative pronoun, V means verb, ASOT according to sequence of tense, EX means extension, N means noun, IPO in place of, NPO next part of, ADV adverb. Now let us follow the structure. Subject, here in the sentence or simple sentence, I lived in a cabin belonging to the orphanage. Here subject is I. Answer. I. Then up to present participle is lived in a cabin. I lived in a cabin. And its relative pronoun will be that plus verb in place of present participle. This one is present participle and its verb will be belonged. Why? Because the sentence is in past indefinite tense, that belonged then extension to the orphanage. Orphanage. Simple sentence. I lived in a cabin belonging to the orphanage, and its complex one is I lived in a cabin that belonged to the orphanage. Compound. It can be put into two ways. I don't want to give the structure, but only the answers. The cabin belonged to the orphanage. And I lived there. Or I lived in a cabin and it belonged to the orphanage. I lived in a cabin that belonged to the orphanage, and its compound one is the cabin belonged to the orphanage and I lived there. I lived in a cabin and it belonged to the orphanage. Viewers, now let me give another example. That is example 2. Example 2. The boys playing in the field are my friends. My friends. Here again you see the boys is the noun and it is followed by the present participle playing. Now if we follow the structure I gave or have given, then the complex sentence we will get is complex. The boys who, relative pronoun who, are playing. Why are playing? Because it is in the continuous mood. The boys playing in the field are my friends. This one is present. They are my friends. This is the principal clause. So it will be the boys who are playing in the field are my friends. And compound will be the boys are playing in the field and they are my friends. Now let us work out with rule 16b. B. Simple sentences with present participle or past participle plus noun. Example 1. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Here, rolling is the present participle and stone is the noun. Present participle or past participle plus noun. Complex will be article plus noun plus relative pronoun plus verb IPO present participle or past participle or past participle according to sequence of tense of the simple sentence. A rolling stone gathers no moss is in the present indefinite tense. So it will be article A, then noun stone, then relative pronoun will be which or that, plus verb. Verb will be rolls because it is in present indefinite tense in place of present participle rolling, plus extension, other words of the sentence, gathers no moss. Now let us follow the structure. Answer. Here article is A and noun is stone, a stone. Then relative pronoun that. Then verb in place of present participle will be rolls because the example given as simple sentence is in present indefinite tense, that rolls. Gathers no moss, extension, gathers no moss. Compound will not be there because simple sentences with present participle or past participle plus noun are not in practice to put it into to put into compound sentence. Now let me give another example. Example 2. Don't get into a running bus. Running bus. Here running is present participle and bus is noun. So complex will be don't get into a bus, article plus noun plus relative pronoun, which is running. These two cannot be put into compound because I told you simple sentences with present participle or past participle plus noun are not in practice to be transformed into complex sentence. Viewers, this much today. Viewers, subscribe my channel, like, follow and share. Thank you very much.